It's my first time growing watermelon and I'm super happy with it. And it's also my first time growing a pumpkin. And look at that, they're so big and beautiful. And hi, Hati. This is our first batch of watermelons and pumpkin. They're looking so good. This is my first harvest. So I already harvested the first sessions of pumpkin. This is the second sessions. And you could say this is the third. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And this is like September, beginning of September, and they're still producing so much. Yep, there's another fruit. Definitely this one is ready to take. Oh. Yep. That's how you know they're ready to pick. The stem is turning brown. There you go. See, the stem is browned. I'll cut it off. There. Yep, this one is ready to pick too. This one is not ready to pick. The color looks good on this one, but the stem is still a little green, so I'm gonna wait like a few more weeks. Now, this tiny pumpkin, definitely ready to pick. Look at the stem. It's turning brown. See that? This was the second sessions of harvesting this pumpkin. That's when it was a little smaller. Watermelon season is over, but look at this tiny one. It's fruiting. We'll see if this one's gonna get ripened before the first frost. I could pick this one and it will be easy, very easy to peel the skin, but the stem is still a little green, so I'm gonna leave it a little bit longer. Hello? What are you hiding over here? Are you ready to be picked? Color looks good. The stem is browny but still a little green. So I will wait on you, little pumpkin. I already harvested 2 big ones from this plant, and they keep growing. This is the second sessions and they are almost ready to harvest. The stem is still a little green, so I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. This one is the food for the worm to enjoy. These are ready to go to. Definitely not that one. You kind of have to pick them a little early. Just don't leave them on the ground too long, because look at this. You see the skin? They start to turn moldy. Ugh. Not fun. My last batch, I did not pick them early enough, so half the size was mold, so I had to scrub them off, which is not fun. If your weather is not humid like mine, I think you can leave it outside and it's not gonna turn moldy. I think you can leave it until the first frost. Another sign is that the leaves are dying off. This one is almost ready to be picked, but the stem is still a little green. As you can see, it's turning brown, but the greenish is still there. And as you can see, the side is starting to get moldy, and I don't want to have to clean it up, so I'm gonna have to pick it early this time. Next year I'm gonna go all in back to eating gardening, because I did some tests and look at this. There's no weeds over here because it's covered with wood chips, but over here I just add compost and I did not cover anything with wood chips, and you can see the weeds are taking over. It's crazy. Definitely not ready. This is my second time harvesting the pumpkin and butternut squash. It's a little less than the first time, but it's a great harvest. I just plant once and I get to harvest twice, or actually 3 times, maybe 4 times. I think 3 times is the max. Yep. And not only that, I also eat the tender leaves, the tender shoots right here. I'll cook them, I'll put them in a soup, stir fry them. This is my first time growing a pumpkin and second time growing butternut squash. I think I'm really pleased with it. This area, I grew them along with the corn. The corns are done and ready to already harvested. And I just planted 2 plants here. And they just took over. Plant them on the wood chips. It's super healthy soil. And it's organic too. I did not do anything. All I did was add the wood chips to suppress the weeds, and then when they were little baby plants, I would add chicken manure. That's all I did. Just added once, and then they just took off on their own. I'm just gonna go and wash them. them because they were a little bit dirty, and this one is damaged, so I'll have to cook it first. I'll show you the one that I harvested a month ago inside the house. This is the one inside the house. It has been inside on my dining table for about maybe a month already. As you can see, the stems are brown. They are dry now. I can compare that with the fresh one. You can see the difference. The fresh one is green, and now I'm just adding them together. I think for me this year, I'm gonna cure them by just leaving them on my dining table or on my pantry, because that's the only space I have. We'll see how long they will last. I'll keep checking on them, and thanks for watching.